The American people should not be forced to pay the salary of an individual who dispenses bold-faced lies to the American people to reduce Karine Jean-Pierre's salary, the White House press secretary, to $1, and with that I reserve.
Bruh, that is so mean. Are press secretaries supposed to tell the truth? Are they supposed to?
I rise today to offer an amendment to reduce the salary of Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, to $1. Mr. Speaker, during Ms. Jean-Pierre's tenure as press secretary, she has repeatedly lied to the American people and acted in a condescending manner toward reporters and also violated the Hatch Act. Just to name a few of her lies, Ms. Jean-Pierre has claimed, 1, illegal immigration is down under the Biden administration.
Lie number 1. Illegal immigration is down under the Biden administration. How could you possibly say that, Karine? There's no way in the world she can say that and believe it. Are you kidding me? That's when you know somebody is paid and bought and paid for. And if they start asking any questions, when you see Dookie stand up, Peter Ducey stand up, you walk off the damn stage. You tell him, look, the mic is no longer moving. Peter Ducey stand up and ask you a question. You tell him you're going through a tunnel. I'm sorry, shh. I don't hear anything. Shh. I'm going through a tunnel. Shh. Bad. Hung up on you. My bad.
She also claimed nobody is just walking in across the southern border. She also claimed that the 2016 election was stolen.
Did Karine Jean-Pierre say that? Because from what I understand, I thought that was a Trump thing. I thought Trump was the only person that was saying that the election was stolen, because they made it seem like, you know what, let me just do what I'm doing.
She also claimed that Governor Brian Kemp stole the 2018 governor's race from Stacey Abrams. She also claimed that Biden's stimulus bill did not impact inflation. She also claimed that critical race theory, or its equivalent, isn't being taught in our schools.
KJP, can we see if we can get KJP on the channel? I would love to have a conversation with her. It won't be a debate. I promise you it'll be a nice, beautiful back and forth. I won't disrespect you or anything. I really would like to have Karine Jean-Pierre to come to the channel so I can just have a conversation with her. I already said I think she's a little cutie pie with her little, you know, her little hair that look like, what you call it? What's the red head, little doll baby? I think she's a little cutie pie, man. I do. I give her some grace. I think that she's wrong, and I would love to know why she says the things she says, because everything that they're saying that she said is an all-out lie. If that's your job, then you should be telling the truth. If that's your job, you should be telling the truth. For real. I know the thumbnail don't make her look nice. She don't look too nice in the thumbnail. I got you on that. Y'all are mean, bruh. Let me tell y'all that. Y'all are mean. Y'all will make people daggone not want to even be seen. Like, oh, I'm ugly. I would never go out there. I'm ugly. Raggedy Ann. That's what I was looking for. Raggedy Ann. That's messed up. I call her a cutie pie and say she look like Raggedy Ann. That's petty. That's real petty.
She also claimed that nobody has done more for the southern border, or our border in general, than Joe Biden.
She said that? Did she actually say that? That no one has done more for the border crisis than Joe Biden? No one has done more for illegal immigrants with regard to the border crisis than Joe Biden. Maybe she was saying that and got taken out of context, because nobody has done more for the illegal immigrants at the border than Joe Biden. And let's clear that up.
How can somebody with such a history of deceit continue to serve as the liaison for the president and the American people? The American people should not be forced to pay the salary of an individual who dispenses bold-faced lies to the American people while they foot the bill. And Ms. Jean-Pierre has also has a history of anti-Zionist rhetoric. For example, she called AIPAC racist and Islamophobic for supporting Israel.
AIPAC. So she called AIPAC for supporting Israel. Could y'all tell me why that's a bad thing for her to say? Is AIPAC supporting Israel?
She wrote an op-ed that pro-Israel policies and values are not progressive values, which I think many of her Democratic colleagues even would contest. Mr. Speaker, I urge all colleagues to support this common sense amendment to use the Holman rule to reduce Karine Jean-Pierre's salary, the White House press secretary, to $1, and with that I reserve.
She said pay her $1. Bruh, that is so mean. She said pay her one. We have voted and we believe that based off of the work she's been doing, she should be paid $1 damn. $1. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, I don't care. Y'all might not think it's hilarious, but I think it's hilarious. I do. I think it's hilarious. Here's my thing, guys. Can I ask you this? Are press secretaries supposed to tell the truth? Are they supposed to? Is that in their contract that they are supposed to tell the truth? Or are they there to be a bridge between you, or to be a gate between you and the president? Are they there to make the president look good and be a guard dog? I would think the latter. So if y'all can tell me both, so they're supposed to tell the truth and it's supposed to be a guard dog for the presidency. Press secretary is supposed to update the people and be truthful with their updates. They shouldn't have to lie if the president was doing everything. Well, I got contacted today by somebody one of my mentors reached out to me today. Listen, this is hilarious. This is what their text says. Let me see here. It says, I had no idea Biden was so off. That video is fascinating. Not to YouTube, but see how senile Biden is. It's crazy and effing scary. This is somebody who supports Joe Biden. This is somebody who voted for Joe Biden. This is somebody who has a Hillary Clinton figurine on the top of their daggone fireplace. Pissed off. And I'm like, bro, were you not looking at the news, or were you not paying attention? It's because liberals' algorithm you're not going to show me anything negative about the person that I voted for. Algorithm can be dangerous, guys. I posted a video about it. A lot of people skipped it. It's okay. Van don't know much. I don't care if I'm the correct one when it comes to these conversations. All I want is for us to have these conversations. That's all. That's it. Because these conversations are important. Like this lady right here, who's calling for Karine Jean-Pierre to be paid only $1 because of all the lies that she's been told, and blatant lies. Even while looking at all of the information on the paper of the border crisis and like, yo, are you kidding me? We have not had this many people come over here. We have not had to take whole entire hotels ever. If y'all know of another time, please let me know. Has there ever been another time? Has there been a time where we had to house thousands of immigrants in hotels in our cities? Have there? Not in my lifetime of 55 years. So that's what I'm saying, guys. These are absolute lies, man. 1,000%. Like I said before, if it's not in her contract that she has to tell y'all the truth, she just has to do her job. Just like Secretary Mayorkas, whose boss is Joe Biden. Karine Jean-Pierre's boss is Joe Biden. She has to do her job. And if you're not playing offense for me, and it seems like you're playing for the other team, then I'm going to get rid of you. Think about that. How many of you, if you had her job, do you think you would keep your job? You wouldn't be fired. Be honest here. If you had Karine Jean-Pierre's job and you actually told the truth, do you think that you would keep your job? Can y'all, keep it a buck. I'd be fired with the quickness. Absolutely, you will be fired with the quickness. I'd be fired in the first hour. You'll be fired. Look at this right here. I'd be fired with the quickness. I wouldn't lie. And if I had to lie, I quit. So some people will quit. You know what I mean? I'll be fired in the first hour. I'll be fired the first week. That's all I'm saying. She has a job to protect. She knows what she signed up for. So essentially, she's doing her job. She's lying, but she's doing her job. But this young lady right here who's talking, she's right too. Because if she's supposed to tell the truth to the American people, but she's not, and she's blatantly lying to the people, then at that same standard, if that was the standard, shouldn't Joe Biden also be impeached? Because he too has said the same things that Karine Jean-Pierre is saying. So shouldn't he, if that's what that takes for somebody to be impeached, to lie about their job and their duties, to blatantly lie about their job and their duties, shouldn't Joe Biden lose his job too? Shouldn't he be impeached? So I'm just saying, that's how I look at it. Kamala too. Like the whole team. Think about it. The whole team have a job to do. And their job is to get reelected. It's not about you. It's funny that y'all actually think it's about you. It's not about the American people anymore. It's about setting themselves up so that they can be able to have power, so that they can continue to get paid the ways that they get paid. They can be able to control the contracts that flow through the federal government. They can be able to position themselves to get money from all these other foreign countries.
Gentlewoman from New York reserves. The gentleman, for what purpose does the gentleman?
Time in opposition.
The gentleman is recognized.
This is another unserious amendment. We've had over 50 of these. Everyone that has been put to a roll call vote has lost. This one will as well, I hope, and I yield. I reserve the balance of my time.
Maryland reserves. The gentlewoman from New York is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I respect the views of the gentleman in opposition. However, the American taxpayers are beleaguered now with inflation, with high costs, with energy costs, and dispensing lies from the White House, our own White House, from the press secretary knowingly is not something that the American people should tolerate or have to pay for, quite honestly. I reserve.
Gentlewoman from New York reserves. Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
And this seems to be the substance of the Republican response to all the issues that the gentlelady raises. I reserve the balance of my time.
Mr. Speaker, I yield and I ask my colleagues to join me in supporting this amendment.
Does gentlewoman yield, or does gentlewoman yields? For what purpose does the gentleman from Maryland seek recognition?
I don't want to prolong this debate, but to hear about election aisle from the other side of the aisle is extraordinary and extraordinarily inconsistent with the performance of the former president, who lied regularly. I yield back.
And that's what I said right there. So if he lied as well, then he also should be held liable. That's pretty much all I'm saying, bro. And whatever happened to the boxing match between Trump and Joe Biden? Is that going to happen now? I think probably not, because Joe Biden is too sick. He's too old at this point. All right, so I just have to say this, guys, real quick. Let me say this to my people. Y'all are my people, right? So I got to say this to you all. Here we go. And there's only 300 of us here, so please spread the word. Okay? I'm talking about politics because the topics are important, not the politics. The conversations need to be had so that people who don't believe exactly what you believe can hear it in a softer tone from someone who they probably already believe think like them, but they need to be awakened. They need to let me know. I want answers. I'm going to ask questions until I receive the answers. And that's what I'm doing here.